I was sat here just thinking about whether musicians are 100% talent, some genetic lottery where the DNA helix is just lined up correctly, or can it be trained? And my main follow-up question to that is, will trained musicians always be objectively inferior to genetic ones? Because let's look at Kanye West. I know he's doing some pretty questionable things right now, but you can't deny his production value hasn't wavered. He still has that knack of just producing songs which sound good. And I don't know much about his past and his upbringing and his debut in the music industry, but he, as an example, is really indicative of musicians being 100% talent. Sure, maybe he did a bit of training, but just from the outside, it looks like he's just good. He listens to something and he instantly just can sound in his head how something would sound better or how something would just sound downright good with many sounds. And I try and find the direct polar opposite to that, a musician who's 100% trained. And just now my thought immediately went to someone like Stevie Wonder, because he was so familiar with instruments that even when he was blind, he could play them. They just became an extension of his body. And as I regularly fantasize about being a successful musician, someone who can just provide value through sound to people, I'm trying to decipher what it is. Let's have a look at the top 100 artists by listening volume. So these will be the most listened artists. So maybe they'll skew slightly for how they've got the way they have, whether it's genetic or trained. Hard work, who knows? And just like business, you only need one amazing hit and you're set. So let's have a look. So as of present, looking at the top 100 artists on Spotify, let's just read a few out. Number 1, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars has got an unbelievable catalogue of songs. Some truly timeless hits. And the ability to reproduce so many good sounding soundtracks, it does make you question whether something like this is genetic or it's just unbelievable training. How does someone write so many good songs through information they've found and teachings they've learned just from stuff already in the world? Or is it the helix is lined up correctly? Number 3, The Weeknd. Once again, so many good tracks. There was a TV show he did recently, Saturday Night Live, with Jimmy Fallon, I think. And he said something about his early life. I can't remember, but that would have been useful. Billie Eilish, number 4. She's extremely young. And always the young stars make you think that it's just genetic. But then again, she had been doing it for a long time, I think, for maybe 5 years before she became a rock star. Coldplay, I think, is a mixture. There's definitely talent with Chris Martin's voice, his vocals, and his experience with instruments. But then again, I think it has to be some talent as well, just because of the type of songs he produces. The Scientist and Clocks, both predominantly piano songs. Can you just do that through training? I don't know. This is just my inexperience though. And quick disclaimer as well, just to let people know, the only experience I've had with making music is just a Logic Pro 1 month free trial and a little bit of GarageBand. That's it. And to be honest, they're quite limiting, but that could once again just be my inexperience. I'll try and list out any standouts. I do remember my dad telling me once, Calvin Harris, he was stuck in some dead-end job just stacking shelves, night shift, I think. And apparently his story is he just worked and he had these melodies playing in his head. And it sounds like, I don't know, pretty narcissistic of him. But if that was the case, him having not much music experience, well, I don't know how much, but let's just say he had average music experience, which is pretty low, and he's able to produce hit tracks by himself the way he has done, it only points to genetics. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. So yeah.